Okay. Well, I have to do this anyways. So we can just say this is Inferno CT utility, necessary utility, smokes, mollies, whatever the fuck. Here I go. So starting with banana. These are the common nades that you need to know for banana. First things first, when you do a deep smoke, you just want to make sure that it's high on this right wall. If it's too far to the left here, it's going to bounce off this thing and fuck up. So you come out, you smoke like this, and it should just bounce like that, kind of, and just have the double bounce. That's how you do a deep smoke. If you come back here, this is for like midway. I'm going to do it as a decoy. No, I'll do it as a smoke, fuck it. This is like midway banana smoke. So this is good for just like disrupting the enemy team. They don't really know what to do. You can get in front of the half wall. You can like exact behind it. You can push through it with a flash. You could just do nothing with it. This is the car one-way smoke. Some people call it James. Some people call it Furia. You just come to this corner by the bench and you aim at this cross section of this aerial, and it'll bounce off this back wall, and it'll create a one-way pocket back here behind the car. That if you come and peek here, it's like pretty fucking hard to see. So that's why it's called the one-way. Another thing you can do, let's say you're going for an op pick, if you just bounce the smoke high off this wall, it's just going to bounce and put out a molly behind the car so that you can come and peek in front of the car like this, like behind the half wall for this peek. And you want to have your teammates do flashes, obviously. Mollies that you need to know here. The jump molly, usually there's like smoke that you can use, like chimney smoke. I don't know why it doesn't happen. Some people like do some weird lineup at the back here. I kind of just muscle memory it, where it's like kind of above, I guess, the left side of this door, and you just come here and you running jump through like this. And if the molly is actually, if I aimed a little bit more right, it would be better, because it doesn't need to, if it explodes here, like it's always ready gonna get all this, but it's not gonna get all the way here. So if you get the molly more in the middle, it'll get all of this, but all of this as well. So maybe not the left side, maybe it's just like more like this or something, but you'll get the hang of it, muscle memory and shit. It's gonna give you a different result every time. Deep Moly, I like to do mine into the broom cubby, so I'll use the right side of this flower pot as reference point, because you want it to hit off this slanted wall. So this flower pot at this angle is on it, but over here it'll miss. You'll want to aim more like closer to this thing. It's like right here where I want to aim. But basically, if you throw it like this, it's going to bounce off that. So this is what I normally do for deep Moly, but it doesn't fully connect all the time. So it's not like something that you should always do. Another one you could do, you kind of just like come in line with this window and aim at this. You could stand or crouch, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is you need it to get to this cubby here. So the one I just did is not good enough. But also, when you throw too many mollies in a game, it kind of fucks up. So this one is good. Mollying logs, again, you could just like molly like this and molly like this, and it's going to molly everything at the bottom here. So this is what I was talking about. Like if you do the smoke, you could do these two mollies when the smoke's about to fade, and then you can flash and kill anyone who's here. So that's good. HEs. So HEs off this are for broom cubby. These will do about 30 to 40 damage to people that are here or here. Double HE logs. You want to aim in the middle of the flower pot, so left and right, just like right here, and run forwards and throw. If a guy's playing here, it's going to hit him for 50. If they're here, 50. If they're here, it'll do a little bit less, like 45 or something. See? Ah, 49. There you go. So that's how you do that. Doing super deep nades, I like to do them like this, off like this wall, for people that like, they'll come here and they'll like molly car and they'll sit here. So you can do two nades like that, that'll murder people. If they're playing... like if they're running up half wall, so let's say they're just like running up and they're flashing and they're rushing up B and they're rushing to this point here. What you would want to do is you want to aim at this thing here on this slanted wall and left click, and this nade's gonna just murder people for about 50 damage. This is 48 and 41 damage here. So you get two of these nades with the jump molly. So you come here, you do the jumping molly, and you wait here, and they're like flashing B and they're smoking shit. You just do one of these HEs, you're just gonna murder them. But that's how you can get a lot of damage. Those are the most important ones there. This is a good flash. You do left and right click, you release at the same time. This flash is gonna pop just above the half wall. This is where it explodes, so it's gonna kill anyone or get anybody who's like running up this line here. If they're back here, like holding this, if they're back here, it's gonna blind all of these people. So this is a good one where if like your teammate's here and you flash for your teammate, he could just like swing out and peek. Obviously, this should be smoked or mollied for this to work well. If you are just coming at the top of the banana and your teammate did like jump molly and smoke deep and he's like going towards there, you could sit here and wait with a counter flash out like this. And if the enemies like throw a flash or nades or whatever that they're in banana, you can just flash high in the air like this, that if they're trying to come up, like this will get them. If they're like swinging out like this, it's going to be in their line of sight at anywhere they are. So this is a good one because your teammate could be here and it's not going to get them. So you could stay here and fight with the flash, or like be here and fight with the flash and it's not going to get him. So that's good as well. Retake nades. First of all, using this part of the roof as a reference point and being in like multiple different spots. I'm supposed to run with this, sorry, I fucked up. If you use this as a reference point and you just like kind of go out like this and running jump throw, this is going to be a good HE that if anyone's playing around here, it's going to do about 50 damage to him. So that one's 50 and this one should be also 50. So this is a good way to get some good chunkers off on people that are setting up car nades. Retake nades from back here. I like these ones. You do jump throw aiming at this thing. You wait 2 seconds, you forward step, walk forward step, jump throw. The molly will spread to back car and then it should also go into this half wall area and the smoke will bloom back here as well. This is to help you take banana control. Obviously, people can sit here, so you'd want to flash them as well before you come and clear this out. But the good thing about this is like it allows you to like get here and it denies them the ability to come here and do this boost over top of it. Because the other common retake nades, there's like 3 different, I know like 3 or 4 different ways of doing it. This is another common way though, where if you do this smoke, people could just come here and like peek like this. Or they can like come on top of the logs is another thing that people do and just boost over the smoke this way. So having the smoke a little bit deeper just makes it a little bit better to prevent these head stack type boosts. If you're wanting to smoke main off, you aim there. It'll bounce off this back wall and come here. If you're here, you'd aim with this window here, just like here. Unless I did something wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to stand at the back of this or something and do that. I don't remember. Yeah, the second one seems better. If you're here, it doesn't matter. Like, if you can figure it out. Other good things. Oh, if you're in first orange, this works as a molly, an HE, a flashbang. So this is a pretty good counter utility spot that you can use. If you're coffins, this is like the main thing you need to know. A flash like this to help you retake. This will pop and explode right here, that if there's someone right here, they're going to get full blinded. And your teammate can push and re-clear this area with this flash. But it's good because no one can sit here and not get blinded from it because it'll explode in their face. So that one's important to know. There's other nades you can learn from here. Like if you want to do like a retake banana thing, like you can do stuff like this. You can do like a flash from here. If you throw it like this, it'll go like all the way up here, and if people are like here, it'll blind them. If they're at the half wall like here, it'll blind them. So if I do this as a bot and I go here and I throw a flashbang like this, and I have a teammate like here or something, I can swing out with this, and this guy's blind for 4.5 seconds. So that's good to know. There's like even a way, fuck, how do I do this? Like you could, if you wanted to, I forget how to do it, but like you could literally molly like logs from here, for example. I don't remember if I'm supposed to walk step or run step, or if this is just the complete wrong lineup altogether. Like you could literally like molly logs or like broom from this area. It's stupid. From here, oh fuck. There's like, this is a good flash. This is like the one I was talking about from coffins. You could do that as a flashbang because there's also a smoke from here. How do I do it? It's something like, I'm gonna throw 3 because I forget which one it is, but oh, it was the first one. So you could come here and you can. What did I do? Is the first one here or here? I forget what I did. Does this look it? Yeah, you can go there and do this smoke for bottom of banana, and then you can come here. And I think the flash is something like this, or this, or I don't remember what it is, or it's with like a step or something. I forget why I did it a certain way, but like goes yeah with a step or something. It'll go deep enough that it'll get a guy here. So you can do that smoke and flash, and your teammate could be here, and you could just like swing around and like push with it or something like that. I don't know. It might come in handy. It's not really useful at this point, is it? If you're trying to do retakes on B, this is good. Smoke, you come to this corner, aim at this corner here, you jump throw, it's going to be a banana retake smoke. Flashbang, you could just fucking throw it over this roof, like this should be fine. If you need a Molly triple out, you can use this leaf as reference, so if there's a smoke here, you can still just be like, okay, I'm going to smoke off spawn, I'm going to Molly triple, and then I'm going to flash you out backle or whatever. You just do this. I might have stepped too hard on that. No, that's good. And then you could just like throw a flash over wherever your teammates need it. If you're in backhaul, if you use this roof as reference and then you run and jump throw when your crosshair's hitting this brown part of the ceiling, this will go into emo and get emo pillar as well. So that's another important one. If you're coffins, I like this one. You find this white, like this light part, and move over to the blue dot. You jump throw this. It works as an HE to get the planter. It also works as like a Molly to get this, and also like gets people who are trying to sit here. So it's like good for both those things. If you're CT and you're playing coffins, you can bounce a Molly off this to get to pool. If they're trying to like exec and run to pool, this will fuck them up. This is a flash that I used to use. Mid click, high in the air like this. It'll pop like up here where it basically murders anyone. It helps your teammate, like if you want to run through spawn like this, it'll help your teammate if they're oranges and they want to swing like this. It'll help you if you're coffins and you just want to like throw that flash and then like peek behind it or something like that. If you're back here and your teammate's triple and they need flashes, you could just flash anywhere like around these. Should be fine. As long as it goes on the roof, that if the T's are coming in, they're looking this way, they're just eating flashes. So if they're looking this way, even if they're like looking this way, the flashes will still get them. Same thing if you're like rotating and you're an A player and you're coming CT spawn, just come and just like throw a high jump flash like this or something. You just basically want it to go like up here so that your teammate that's here can just peek out and fight like this. Or like more specifically, if the T's are like at this position here, they're getting blind still. Or if they're like here and they're trying to jump up and go this way, they're just eating shit so that your teammate's here, the flash pops and your teammate just peeks like this, kills him, peeks like this, kills him. Pretty sure I got a lot of the stuff at B. CT side. Going over towards A, you want to make sure that when you do the Molly down mid, you don't want to just come here and throw it off this. You can peek out pretty wide, like here. Like I'm pretty sure even here I can't be seen, but they might be able to see like the very bit of the arm. No, they can't even see you here, right? Look how far out you are. So you can literally come out to this point here and Molly down 2 steps. This is how it should be, because you want the Molly to spread and get a guy that would be trying to sit here, opping. So you want it to be that wide. Same thing with an HE. You don't want to just, like you could come here and HE like this, but it's only going to get people that are trying to like run out mid and go this way. If you're trying to get people that are trying to like come out this way and getting into Mexi, again, I think it's better to just like get a nade off like this, because it's going to be like more in their face. It's just going to deal that extra 5-10 damage. Yeah, you can smoke top mid. This is good if you're ever like around Moto or something and like you think the enemies might be coming arch side on you. You can throw a Molly or a smoke like this. So that's good. What else do you need to know? Yeah, I mean, you can just bounce a Molly off this wall to get lane side. If you're back behind this hit cart, you can smoke like this. It'll go and block off T stairs. This will allow you to do some plays. Like, it'll deny them info, so if they're like sitting here with an op, this opper's kind of useless. He might try to move up. You can come here and like double HE through it, for example. It might help your B guys with like taking banana control because like people here can't see. It's something you could try. Mexi Moly. People I'm sure do it differently than me. This is what I do. It's not like 100% perfect, but this is what I do. It spreads into Mexi, like all of Mexi. Okay, maybe not. I don't know what I did wrong there. Maybe I released too late or something. It should spread. I don't know what the fuck's going wrong. Yeah, this is getting me. Okay, let's do something like that. Oh, holy shit. If you're lane side, there's like nades that you can do like this or something. Where if people are trying to come like over here and jump up, if you time it right, I think the timing's around like a minute 39, I think is when people do it. You just get like 50 damage on them there. You'll also like get a feel for like what time you're supposed to do it at, and if they're like molly and jumping it quick versus like going a little bit slower. If you come into boiler room and you can catch a timing on people, you can get a nade off like this. So if they're just like running up mid and they want to go like this way or whatever, you can get a nice chunky damage nade off of them. You can do a one-way smoke on this barrel. If the T's want to push up with this and wrap sight, they have to come close. If they come any farther back, they just get gray screen, so they have to be close up here. It might enable more angles, like this angle might be a little bit better because of that. I think it's like this. Wait. I forget. I think it's like... Oh, I lagged out. Am I dead? Show them the mid smoke from default. I don't know what happened to server, boys. Unlucky. Did I get DDoSed? Yeah, man. My client has to update. Amazing timing, Valve. Thank you, man. I wasn't doing anything. Don't worry about it. Man. It's okay. I can do it on my own server. Offline server. Extracts. Alright, by popular demand, Zeppa wants to show if you come to default box here and you aim at the top left of this thing and you jump through, it's going to be a smoke that lands in the middle of top mid here, so you can do a retake. If you're under porch and you do a flash in between the shadow and this gray shit, looks like this, it'll be a flashbang up here. Oh, I was going to show this one, right? Grenade, decoy, I think it's this, like this. This will land on the barrel. So you do that as a smoke grenade. If you're in holes, you can do a one-way smoke. I don't know how people do it. Something like this. I think it's like this. Maybe more left or something. I don't know. Maybe it's like this. There you go. So just aim here, I guess. You can see feet under it. If you're a CT and you're playing pit, most of the people put the smoke at the front of the pit here because it allows them to like have a gap here. So you put the smoke here. If people try like mollying pit, unless they get a specific molly, like you could sit here and kill people going like at this angle into sight. You can just like play around it to stay alive. Sometimes people use the bike, like it's still decent. Like you'll still probably get the kill if you go on the bike, but it's like people know to look for it, or spam it or nade it or whatever. Do I want to show my sight one ways? I'll show you one of them. If you come into this box, you aim at the bottom left this arrow, left click. If you stand up here, like you have a pretty decent one way for these guys, but also like if they're wrapping moto, you can like use it like this to fight people. So you can like use it like this and kill them, like their hole's popping, they're running in pit, you kill them, they're coming up lane, you kill them here. You can play behind it and just sit here, they can't push you as easily. Maybe they have to run into your teammates, they're coming up moto, you throw it, you just play behind it and kill people. So that one's pretty decent. Yeah, most people just molly halls like this, and then they can like come here and spam it, and then they'll like smoke it as well, and then this smoke will allow them to like hold it for an extra 20 seconds. This is how you deny halls pops, but the smoke might also give your teammate a little bit of space to come here and like work this without getting shot on the side. So that might be helpful. Am I missing anything? Is there anything people need to know? Oh, you can come here and do like a jump flash like this, or you can do like a running forward step throw flash like that, are good flashes so that if you want to do a window room peek or your teammate wants to, like these flashes will come and just murder anyone alt mid, so your teammate, and it goes like above and behind your teammates, so you can come like all the way like up here, and this won't get, like you have to come like all the way out here for it to get you. So you can come and like peek like this or peek like this and you're good. So that's something that's good to know. I don't know why I walk stepped. I like this one with the run step because it goes closer to their eyes, so they're going to be blinder longer, because your teammates are not going to get blind from this until they're like all the way like here. This is what they'll be. If your teammate's all the way up here to like kill a guy like down here or something, then it's retarded. So if they just come here and they're fighting like this, then these flashes are good. I do this smoke sometimes. Here. It just gives me a little bit of space and time to figure something out. Sometimes it blooms in a way that you can come to this position here and use it as a one-way smoke. You just peek behind it and it's like hard for them to see you. So sometimes I'll use it like that. Molly I like to do as well is I just aim to the right of this green window frame and I run forwards and left click throw hard where it like bounces like kind of like that. Maybe even like if I kept my crosshair and did it harder, it like fully spreads here. It just denies the people. Yeah, I'll just do it again. It just denies people the ability to just freely just come up this way or like come up this way and jump up. So it just slows them down here for about like 7 seconds because I can't do this. It just buys me time to do whatever. Maybe I got like info on them. If they're trying to like rush this way, it'll like stop them or like slow them down. They'll have to smoke it. If they're trying to go there with 4 fast, it'll just give myself some time to reposition or think. It stops them from coming up here, buys my teammates time in hulls, buys my teammates time in B. So I like this one as well. Retake nades for A. Oh fuck. I don't even remember retake nades for A. Something to do with the middle of this door and this thing here, maybe up a little bit more. I don't know if this is like just a jump throw, gets backside, and then if you do like with this forward step jump throw or something, like it'll go. Is it a run step or something? Like if you want to get default or like almost by lane, I think you just do it like this. No, that's not the right angle. You can just do something like that, and it'll literally like, if I'm trying to come lane and you do this art thing, like it just fucks me up here. So that's something you could do. If you're trying to flash for your teammate Pit, I think like I'll just come and just flash like this or something. Retake nades though, fuck me, dude. I knew some smokes from like something like this, and that's not it. This isn't it. There's something for hulls from here. Dude, I gotta cut this part out of the video. Okay, I think this is this could work as a lurk smoke, so that, like, I'll just do it as a smoke. Dude, I don't remember, though. I really don't remember retake nades for A. I'm not gonna lie. As a B player, like, I'd never have nades to retake A. So you could do that smoke to smoke off Pit so they can't see your teammates trying to come. Like, they could be here, I guess. But they can't, like, see from Big Pit. So this gives them a little bit of space. There was a smoke I knew from... Maybe it's, like, here. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of decoys and see what fucking lands. There was a way to throw a smoke, and it went, like... How did it go? Did it bounce off of this roof and land here? Maybe it's a left click throw and not a jump throw. Dude. Maybe it's from here? I don't think that's it. I don't remember, dude. It was like... Oh. It was close to that, though. Wait, is that it? Holy shit, I got it, boys. So yeah, you come here and you aim at the middle of the chimney and you do this Moly like this. You smoke off Balk, and then you Moly back sight. That gets everything here. Holy shit, I fucking remember it, boys. What the fuck? Oh, that might help Stitchy. What else for A? If you're coming from here, what would you need to know? I mean, you could do a flash that goes above pit like that, like it bounces off the Balk, and it would get anyone like in big pit, sorry, in mini pit and big pit like this. Maybe if not, if they're like peeking like this, we'll get people that are like sight like this, trying to watch like towards lane or something. So that could be good. Like if your teammates are here and you flash and they just come in like this, it could be good. Retake Nades as an A player. I don't know, like you just come here and like bounce a smoke off this wall or underhand it here to push sight. If you needed to like Molly out sight, I guess you could do something like this. If you needed to Molly into mini pit for whatever fucking reason, I mean, knock yourselves out. You could do. Fuck, man. How is it? Is it like this? Yeah, like that. I guess you could flash like that too, theoretically. Just come here and just do it like this. Just flash like that. I guess that works theoretically. I haven't tried that, but I mean, fuck it. Maybe it works to get this guy so that your teammates can come from, like if your teammate's here or something, or what do they do? If your teammate comes here and does what the fuck, like this thing or something like that, and then you have another teammate, I don't know how you have all these fucking nades, but if you're able to do this somehow, and then your teammate's coming lane as well, and then your teammate lane comes here and just does this as well, like Moly and then flash, like theoretically you could just run up this way and fucking get this. I don't fucking know, dude. Fuck me. If you think they're playing like default box or whatever, you just Moly like this. It should get like this and this. Here, I'll just. You need a retake and you think they're moto for whatever reason, you could just do this Moly on them. Yeah, fuck it. I think that's enough.